Good morning. As growers begin planting fall melons, PCAs will likely encounter a number of insects that have the potential to cause serious economic losses to seedling crops during stand establishment. These include flea beetles, crickets, and sometimes grasshoppers, darkling and roe beetles, as well as salt marsh caterpillars. These insects all have chewing mouthparts, and most are capable of consuming large amounts of leaf tissue in a very short period of time. Seedling crops at cotyledon stage are most susceptible to these pests, where feeding by large numbers can devour much of the cotyledon or outright kill the plants. If left uncontrolled, larger seedling plants, that being plants 2 to 4 leaf stage, can sustain significant feeding damage on the terminal growing points or the newly emerged leaves. Not only can this feeding stunt plant growth, but can also result in lack of uniformity and maturity at harvest. Host plant sources for flea beetle, cricket, and woollyworm infestations include a number of summer crops, for example Sudan grass, cotton, and alfalfa, and a large host of weeds. For instance, purslane is a very good host of, specifically, flea beetles. Our experience suggests that melon fields planted adjacent to these crops or weedy areas are at a very high risk from these seedling pests, and again, particularly flea beetle. As these summer host plants are harvested or terminated during the next several weeks, these seedling pests typically move to the next available host crop, which typically is lettuce, cole crops, and/or melons. Fortunately, there are many registered insecticide alternatives available that can be used to control these pests, either as foliar sprays or via sprinkler chemigation. These would include pyrethroids through the sprinklers, lanate, and several of the neonicotinoids are effective as foliar sprays. These sprays can often minimize the abundance of these pests, as well as the consequent damage that they possibly could inflict. For more information specifically on these pests, visit our website and see our publication, Insect Pests on Leafy Vegetables and Melons at Stand Establishment. Remember, when in doubt, scout.